hate America!
You're not happy in the U.S. if you're complaining all the time. Very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
How are you?
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too.
Yes,
But if you're not happy, you can leave.
Something that you wish was talked about more within our community.
Understanding our roots, I think it's really important. I think we're not trapped here. With the political climate that's going on in the United States of America, we are not trapped here. There are places that we can go. There are countries that are receiving us back, citizenship back, and I think with open arms, and I think that it's time for the Black community as a whole to start looking into those resources.
What's up, family? Welcome back to Kenyan Beast, where we break down the race, culture, and history of Black people around the globe. If you are new here, please consider subscribing, and let's join the conversation where we talk and cut raw and deep. Today we are diving into something bold and powerful. We all know actress KJ Smith, known for her role in Sisters, made a statement that got a lot of people talking, a lot of Black people reacting, and even some of the white people reacting. And she said Black Americans should consider moving out of the United States because of the current political climate and reconnect with their roots. And it's something that has passed sometimes, like a month like this. But I say, let me talk about that because I never reacted on it. But a lot of Black Americans have reacted on it, and we want to see what's up there. So now that's a heavy statement, and it's not one we can brush off. You know that. So today we are going to unpack what she said and why she said it, and whether the idea is good of leaving America, whether it's really as far-fetched or as necessary as it seems. So before we dive deep into this video, let's watch this clip and then we'll come back here and react on it.
We're not trapped here. With the political climate that's going on in the United States of America.
It makes me so sad when I hear Black Americans saying that they want to leave this country, all because it's getting too tough. It's getting too wrong, and life here is beginning to be wrong. And I'm like, number one, why would you want to leave your own country? Why would you want to leave your country that your ancestors built for you? Why would you want to leave this country that you own? Black people owns this country. We own it. We were the one that created it. We were the one that built it. We owned this country. Before it became invaded and it became into what it is today, Black people own the United States. The United States is one of the oldest, most ancient, vintage countries on the planet. And Black people owned it. Black people is the most oldest, vintage people, historical people on this planet. So we basically own damn near everything, not just America. And what makes me sad is that when I hear Black people say, no, I want to leave it. Why would you want to abandon your own country? Because it's too tough. But meanwhile, all these celebrities that you see, they are willing to leave their own country so they can go somewhere and get treated better. But you got people like us, we don't have the kind of money to just up and flee and go to another country and live a whole life. But if you notice, these Black people that got millions and billions of dollars that wants to flee America, they got enough money to help rebuild America. But they're not going to take their money and rebuild a country that they know belongs to them. They'd rather take their millions and they build it and go to another country and make that country rich, instead of taking their own country back and saying, this is our country. We're going to rebuild it. We're going to throw all the trash away and rebuild it. Because this country was built off of our ancestors. And when they built it, it means it comes down to us. So I'm not going to sit here and go to another country when I don't know nothing about their heritage. I don't know nothing about their culture. I don't know nothing about these people. Well, I'm going to go over there to their country because I get treated nice. But here in America, I know that my people built it. I know that my people own it. It took the blood of my people. It took the hearts and the spirits of my own people to build this country. And that spirit that was in these people, these black people that built this country, it resides in me. I don't give a fuck how much we was enslaved. I don't give a fuck how much badly we were raped, we were lynched. None of them got change. None of them. And if you look at us today in modern day as black people, we are still being enslaved. We just not being lynched as much. We are not being beaten as much. But we are still getting beaten. We are still getting raped. We are still getting lynched in our own country in year 2025. And to this day, it's the spirit in me. It's the blood in me that keeps me strong. I'm not going to run away. It's either I got two options. I'm either going to fight these motherfuckers and take my country back, or I'm just going to leave and abandon my country that my ancestors and my family worked so hard for. Because at the end of the day, who I really am in this country, I am a goddess. The black people that built this country and worked on this country, they were god and goddesses that built this country. They owned it. They were rich. And I come from them spiritually. My bloodline comes from them. So even though that we are invaded and they are treating us this way and our country is not what it used to be, at the end of the day, my spirit dwells here. My bloodline dwells here. That means I belong here. Now, since I don't have enough power to take over my country and rebuild it back the way that it is, I know if I go over to another country, I'm not a goddess there. I don't own nothing over there. I don't know their heritage. I don't know their culture. I don't know their background. I don't know nothing. I am just a visitor. And even though they treat me great over there, they treat me well, at the end of the day, I am not one of them. If I go over there to China and they treat me like royalty, they take pictures, they make me feel beautiful, at the end of the day, I am not Chinese. I am not one of them. I don't know their culture. I don't know their history. I don't know their essence. At the end of the day, I am always going to be a black American over there. So anything that goes on in their country, they just going to shun me to the side because you ain't one of us. I know we treat you good, sister, but you ain't one of us. But in America, I know my people owns it. My people built it. And even though they are turning our countries into shambles, I'd rather die here before I let you run me out of my own country. I'd rather die here. Because at least you ain't going to have another black goddess somewhere else. Because if you leave this country, that means you're going to be somewhere else and you are going to be basically denounced. Because in America, I am a goddess here. I am a goddess here. That's why they treat me this way. Black Americans is not treated this way because we are slaves and because we are black and we are brown and we are ugly and we came from monkeys. Black people is treated the way we are treated over here in the United States because we are the gods and the goddesses of this country. So they got to treat us like animals to keep us away from not knowing and thinking who we are. And you think I want to leave what my family built and passed down to me? I'm going to abandon it because we got some animal to taking over? I'd rather die here. Because if you go to any other country, they're not going to treat you like the royalty that you came from. You're going to be treated like a visitor. And before I leave my country and go to another country where I'm just, I'd rather die here. So if you killed all of my offsprings, you killed all of my ancestors, That means there will never be another ancestors walking this country. There will never be another God and goddess walking through this country. If you are going to take this country and I don't have enough power to rebuild it, I'd rather die here. Because you're not going to have me walking on any other grounds. I am a goddess here. It was passed down to me to be a goddess. It was passed down to me to own it. And I'm going to die here. I'm going to die with my crown of ownership in this land, on this country, because it was spiritually given to me. It was given to me by my blood. You got all these millionaires and billionaires, black people talking about leaving the United States because they getting treated so bad. You don't hear none of them talking, well, let me take my billions of dollars and try to rebuild as much as I can. Because they not allowed to. Because the contract they signed saying, even though you own this country and it belongs to you, you better not rebuild on it. Go somewhere else. I am not controlled like them. So if the fact that you can't control me in my own country, the fact that you can't control me in my own shit that my family built, kill me, motherfucker. Because I ain't going nowhere. I'd rather die in the country that was built just for me. I'd rather die in the spirituality of those people that built this land just for me. I'm not going nowhere. I don't give a fuck if I did have the money. I ain't going nowhere. I can visit other places. I can do that. But my home is in America. My spirituality is in America. My blood is in America. And before you think you're going to change me or send me somewhere else, kill me. Because you will never have another Ajita walking along these other countries and nations. Because once I die, it ain't going to be no more gods.
But if you're not happy in the U.S., if you're complaining all the time, very simply, you can leave. You can leave right now.
How are you?
Come back if you want. Don't come back. It's okay too.
Yes,
but if you're not happy, you can leave.
So KJ Smith from Sisters, and it's sad because I'll be watching Sisters every now and then. Then I got to stop watching Sisters. But she said, I guess she was on a red carpet or something. They asked her advice for blacks, and she told them basically move to another country because Trump is in office. She was trying to not say it, but I got the video. I got the proof. She said she told y'all to move to another country. My first question is, why don't she move to another country? It's funny how they're going to tell people you don't have to stay here in this horrible country under Trump, but they ain't left. None of the celebrities that keep talking about they're leaving the country has left the country. She's still here making millions of dollars, living good, probably in a mansion somewhere in California. The struggle is real. The struggle is real. But she tells black people to leave the country.
I fucking hate America! I hate it here. I hate everything about this fucking country. And before any of you Oakley wearing rednecks come at me and be like, then fucking leave. I can't. It's expensive. There's rules. Just like there's rules to get into our country. There's rules to get into others. There's rules. I can't just fucking leave. And it's expensive. It's expensive to leave too. So unless you want to start, sending me your Bush Light and Virginia Slims money and crowdsource me to get the out of here, I don't want to hear it.
I feel like this is going to sound insane to some people and not to others, depending on which side of TikTok this ends up on. How quickly do we need to get out of the country? Like, we have a plan. I mean, you can see my name on TikTok is moving to Italy. Like, we're going, but our plan is to go in September. And like, I fear that I have been spending, I know I look absolutely insane. I fear that I've been spending too much time scrolling the last couple days, and that is making my anxiety spiral out of control. But like, things are bad. Like, when the leaders of the European Union are holding an emergency meeting that we are specifically not invited to discuss the impact of Donald Trump on the rest of the world, that's bad, right? It's a rhetorical question. I know it's bad. Like, I definitely 100% know I need to get off the internet and go touch some grass today, but like, where is everybody else at? I know I have a lot of people on here who are also moving abroad. Is anyone like expediting their plans? What are people thinking?
I'm setting off the alarms. I don't even care. Go and get your visas. Plan right now. If you're not following international news channels, you need to start. I have friends in other countries, so that's why I was following them. Guys, Australia, they literally questioned him. They said, what do you think about AUKUS? It's the Australia, UK, US alliance. And Trump seemed like he didn't fucking know what they were talking about. He doesn't know anything. And he's already been in office once. Europe seems to be building an alliance, preparing to be against the US, as they should. And for some reason, the people that we have in office think it's funny to go and bully world leaders that are having their country torn to shreds. Go get your visas, because we don't know if we're going to be accepted anymore soon, to be completely blunt with you. Oh, and if you missed it, Norway just came out and said that they're not fueling any ships from the USA. So that's why all of this combined, that's why I'm sounding the alarms.
Welcome back. So you have heard her and a few reactions. So some black people are like, this is our motherland. This is where I was born. This is where my spirit is. I'm not going anywhere. I'm living here, whether you like it or you don't like it, whether they want it or they don't want it. We are living here, whether they segregate or don't segregate, whether they cause chaos or they don't. Some black people are like, we ain't going anywhere. But some black people, they champion for that. They want that. They want to go find their roots. KJ Smith isn't just some random celebrity making noise for attention. She's a respected actress and with a growing voice in the black community. In the recent interview, she expressed concern over the US political climate. And we have all seen how the political climate is moving black people and people of color. So how it's becoming more hostile towards a minority, especially black people. And she said this, I'll read that for you. She said that at some point we have to realize this system was not built for us, and it might be time to explore life outside of America, find our roots, learn where we came from, and maybe start new chapters elsewhere. So I've just compressed it to my own terms. You know, I've compressed it to my own terms. And she said, nobody has said that we can't move. We can go, you know. Now, for some, that sounds radical, and we have seen reaction of some black Americans saying, no, America is our home. And for others, it's common sense. And but when someone with her platform speaks like this, it reflects a growing sentiment among many black Americans, especially millennials and Gen Zs. I've seen you. I've seen millennials. I've seen Gen Zs. This is a conversation that's going on, moving out of America, because the empire is going to fall one of these fine days. And a lot of black people knows that because they have read the signs. Those who read the Bible, they know the prophecy. And it's something that a lot of people have been talking about it. It's not just a random sentiments, you know. So let's be real. Things have been getting tense. Let's be real. Even if some of black people do not accept, but things has been getting tense. We have seen some attempts to erase black history from schools, and not even just attempts, but we have seen them trying or erasing black history from school, from the museums. We have seen voter suppression. We have seen tactics aimed at black communities, you know, police brutality, economic inequalities, and a resurgence of far-right extremism is not something that it's new. You see that. You see that being in a white space is exhausting. And this man just said, you know, being in a white space as a black man, trying to fight your battle, trying to find your way, it's exhausting. You need to work so hard. You need to work extra hard so that you can get even half of what the white people are getting. You need to pay more so that you can get the service some white people are getting. You need to, it's exhausting. And I understand that. And you have got politicians like Donald Trump openly targeting DEI initiative, and they have ruined it. They have taken it down. And the diversity, equality, and inclusivity is no longer there. We have courts rolling back civil rights precedents, book bans. There's some books have been banned from the history. No more reading these types of books. And it's something black people knows about this. And when someone like KJ say that you should consider moving, he has not said that you should pack your bags and go. It's just, consider. We have opportunities out there. We have what we call other ways that we can handle this matter. We cannot just be fighting to be in this land that they do not accept us. And just like the past episode I've done of Pharaoh and Israelites, it was so hard for Israelites to leave Egypt. They told them, we have a good land. We have Canaan. You can go there. You can go to Canaan. Somewhere you can walk for 2 days and you are there. But Israelites took it hard on them. They did not believe in that, like the other way or the other side that's milk and honey, because they see it's drought the other way or the other side. Just like Africa, we tell black Americans, or black Americans, they know, we may be having milk and honey in Africa, but it's hard to go and start life there, because at first point you didn't accept us as black people and you sold us off to slavery. So why are we coming back? How are we sure you are going to accept us again? I believe and I understand the questions black Americans have on their head. I understand. And I believe some of you, Caribbeans, Jamaicans, Grenadians, Barbadians, Haitians, some of you will just believe one day that there is milk and honey on the other land of Africa, on the motherland. Some of black American, this black American lady said that, you are telling us that there is milk and honey on the other side. You are telling us that the motherland cares for you. Why are you coming here in our land, in America? And I understood her. Though she did not represent all black Americans' rhetorics, but I understood what she was trying to say. It's obvious that it's so hard to start a life somewhere else. It's not that easy as people put it. Yeah, I understand perfectly. It's not that easy, because when you come to Africa looking for land, there are scammers and everything. And, it's not something easy for just everyone to just move. So you need to find your way out, and it will take time. That's why Israelites took 40 years. It was 40 years or 40 days. Yeah, I have a Bible here and I can't even remember. To move to the promised land. Tell me in the comment section, is it 40 years or 40 days? So I don't know what is this magic number with the 40, because Jesus fasted for 40 days. Or the days of a thief, they are numbered, they are 40, and they took 40 years to reach to. I don't know what is there with 40 days. Please, if you know something, if you know what is in your relation with the 40 days that it's in the Bible, please tell me in the comment section. Please, I beg of you. Jesus went to fast 40 days. Israelites took 40 years or 40 days to reach to the Canaan. The days of a thief is 40 days. So tell me, what is there with 40 days? So when we talk about the idea or the political who openly target DI initiative, they ban books, anti-migrant rhetoric, and violent hate crimes going up. It's obvious what's going on. It's obvious what black people are going through. And KJ Smith isn't speaking from emotion. She's responding to a pattern, a system that shows us again and again that black people are tolerated but not fully protected or supported. So I support him. I support that idea. So the idea of leaving America, when we talk about that, should black Americans really leave? That's a question we should ask. Should black Americans really leave? let's not talk from emotions. Let me put my emotions back and talk about that. Well, for me, the idea isn't new. Marcus Garvey pushed it. Malcolm X spoke about it. Even W.E.B. Du Bois left and became a citizen of Ghana. So there's always been a thread in our history that looks at Africa or the broader global black diaspora as a potential refugee or reset. So in the past decade, we have seen growing interest in countries like Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, and right now in Kenya, many black Americans are moving to Kenya and they are living here, Malindi, Lamu, and we are welcoming black Americans who are in Kenya and even Caribbean nations. So Ghana's year of return in 2019 welcomed thousands of black Americans. Many said they left or they felt more at peace there than in the USA. So living doesn't mean hating America. Yep. It doesn't mean hating America. It can mean choosing wellness, freedom, and identity over trauma and concept of struggle. Because when you are in Africa, you are in the midst of your people. They can't even recognize that you are not from here unless. So KJ also said we need to find our roots. And that's the part is just as important. That part of finding roots. Because whether or not you live, knowing where you come from is more powerful. Very, very powerful. And thanks to DNA tests and digital archives, many black Americans are discovering, or Caribbeans are discovering their tribal connections, countries of origin, and ancestral history that was stolen from us by slavery. And when you know who you are, you walk differently. You walk boldly. You make different choices. You start to understand that you are not just part of a marginalized group in America, but you are part of a global people with deep history and greatness. So that's why going back, even for a visit, it's important and can change your life. It's spiritual. It's spiritual. Let's understand that it's more than spiritual. And I know, of course, not everyone agrees on this. We have seen online. We have seen on social media. Some say it is running away. Some say we should stay and fight for change. Others point out real challenges like adjusting to new cultures, political instability in some African nations, and economic uncertainty abroad. We have economical challenges, instability, and but you should visit and understand if that is true, because some of these are just media sent to people. So here's the thing. America has never been easy to black people. And what KJ is saying isn't about feeling or fleeing. It's not about running away. It's about freedom of choice. It's about knowing your options. It's about no longer feeling stuck. We fought as black people to build America, but that doesn't mean we have to die trying to survive here. Understand me? Black people build America. They fought so hard to build America, but that does not mean they should die trying to survive in it because they build it. We have choices. We have choices. So, is Smith right? Should black people live? That's our personal decisions. But her words is a wake-up call, a reminder that we don't have to accept less than we deserve, that we are not trapped. Black people are not trapped. Black people have history. Black people have heritage and potential outside the borders of this country of United States. And maybe it is time we start thinking bigger as black people. Whether you choose to stay, whether you choose to go or explore, the key is knowledge. Know your history, know your options, and many importantly, know your worth as black people. So, let me know what you think on the comment section. Will you ever leave America as black people or black Americans? Will you just rather go and explore? Is it fleeing? Tell me what you think on the comment section, because we have talked a lot. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to comment and subscribe for more powerful conversation like this. Till next time, peace, power, Friday.